What the fuck were we doing last time? I I have no idea. It's been so long. The last time I uploaded this video series was September 25th, I think. It is currently February 7th at 5:40 in the morning. It has to be out in 5 hours, I think. Come on, phone screen unlock, you stupid bastard. Okay. Clock. Alarm for 10 a.m. 4 hours and 12 minutes. Okay, never mind. 4 hours. Let's turn that off. So, yeah. I'm really sitting here wide-eyed and confused of where the fuck we were last time. It's been so long. Oh, I know why it's so loud. I uninstalled the game. No, it's at 30 like I always have it. I had to uninstall this game at one point for something. I can't remember what now. Oh, I know why. Freaking, what do you call it? Take care of this real fast. The, Steam Cloud was having issues, so I had to, what it was, because I got the VR headset since last time I played this. Stink bug underneath my fucking warming blanket. There we go. It's gone. I got a Quest 3 headset so I can play some VR games, which I plan on doing in the future. Right now I'm still on a list of stuff that are not VR. I literally made a list of games I plan on playing this year, and there's nearly 70 games on that list right now. Or I think I passed 70 already because I just went ahead and bought the entire Doom game franchise series. Oh, I don't have to hold down a button. Yeah, I bought from Bethesda on Steam. I bought the Doom 1 and 2 combo pack. I bought the Doom 3 game, Doom 64, Doom 2016, and Doom Eternal. Fortunately, I didn't buy any of the Doom Eternal DLCs, which I do plan on doing that later. I am currently playing through Bolt Gun on live stream, and that'll be coming out next week. At least the first episode of it. I'm about to be done with Dead Space, which I'm going to take a break from zombie games in general for a bit. I don't want to play a Doom-like game and actual Doom, so I think the next game I'm going to be playing will be, I'll have to look through the list of games, but I think I'm gonna take a look at some peaceful, relaxing games for a bit. Right, that's stuck up there. I need to do something about it. What's over here? Let's ease on into this. What's that? Putting all of them. Oh, there's a message on OBS about something. I am currently using, because I have two different editing software. I'm currently using the one to upload my tractor pull stuff, which would be the first video since October. Well, I played this. My frames are down, but not by much, to be honest. I'm getting 30 frames right now playing this game. It's a little choppy, but I know it's back up to 41. Well, I have two different editors because I decided the editor I currently use is way out of date, by the way. It's however pronounce the editor's company. I don't. I never learned to remember the name of it. But the version I use for editing my video games is from 2014, by the way. I got it in 2015 because at that time they removed the nicely phone. Come here. When did Windows remove Windows Movie Maker? 2017. Oh, hold on. 2012 suit. It was replaced with Windows, the video editor in the Microsoft Photo app. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so 2012, I was making... I was using Windows Movie Maker before that. Okay, yeah, so... in 2012, Windows Movie Maker became a... Okay, whatever, it doesn't really matter. All I know is at one point, Windows Movie Maker couldn't keep up with what I was doing, and then they dumbed it down or something, and it made it worse. And then they got rid of it. And so I bought the 2014 game, or editing software from that you can buy on Steam, because Windows or Sony Vega was too goddamn expensive, and that's what every goddamn YouTuber was saying. Use Sony Vega, it's great. I don't have fucking $300 to buy an editor license. So then, what was it? 2 years ago now? I think the version I bought the updated version, yeah, it's 24, not 2014, 2024 version I bought. It is now outdated, and it keeps wanting me to upgrade for a discount to the newer version, which is 2026. Which I will not. But my plan is to, but now the editing software company puts out two different versions. They have uh, the video editor and video suite, editing suite, or whatever the fuck they want to call it. One of the problems I have with it is it's not technically made for what I'm doing. Technically for something else. It's supposed to be for live action, not video games, but it works. So I might just get the updated version and drop this version I usually record. The version I record all my Let's Plays on. Or not record, damn it, words. It is too late. I am fucking tired and I am fumbling my words badly. Hold on. Doo. Okay, it's uploading video. Okay. It's uploading. To swap from saving the video to uploading the video. Auto save. But yeah. So my plan is to buy the 2026 editor and suit. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Suit or not studio, I know that. It looks like it says suit, but person with the reading disability might be wrong. Go figure, but either way. But if you're wondering what video editor I use, it's in every video I upload, because I upload it directly through the editor straight to my YouTube channel. The editor puts a link to their website in the description. It's all the way at the bottom. It's been on all my videos ever since I bought the editor. I always separate out of my... Why am I all the way up here? Boy. Brain. Stop braining and stop thinking. But either way. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie. I went to go pause and accidentally ended the recording. I was coughing too much. Come on, turn. Well, next time, stupid, don't go so far up. But, yeah. Well, my plan is to start editing the gameplay stuff on the suit and start up editing the um alive stuff for my tractor pulls and stuff like that in the editor. But it seems like to me like this they opted out, instead of having one editing tool, the suit is more set up for video games and online stuff, while the editor is more for actual video editing, like for movies and stuff. Well, cheap movies. I don't think anyone's doing blockbuster movie with that stuff, but independent film making probably. Uh, yeah, I think this is going to be a short video. I think I'm just going to collect the shawl and call it there. It's a good reintroduce me to this game and figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. For some reason I thought I was doing corn last, but I guess not. Oh yeah, about with the VR headset. The reason why I needed to uninstall all my games. So when I got the VR headset and started using it, it broke my computer at first because I did something wrong while forcing it to update. And well, it made all the thumbnails on my desktop just blank sheets of paper. It still said the name and still opened up correctly, but I could not figure out how to fix the icon thumbnail. I guess that's the proper term for it, but probably not. So my only solution was to uninstall everything, because it also, when trying to fix stuff, I might have corrupted one of my game files for another game, and I realized somehow I disconnected my Steam from the cloud network or something. I don't know. I fucked something up and I uninstalled every game, then uninstalled Steam and reinstalled it, which somebody told me you didn't need to uninstall Steam, so just go to the Steam webpage and just do the install like you did before. It would just replace the old Steam with the new version. Thanks. Where were you when I was struggling for hours trying to fix stuff? Because I hate computers, if you don't know. I hate fucking computers. And computers hate me. It all goes back to, I think, kindergarten or first grade. I don't remember. All I remember I was about 5, 6-ish. I came into school one day and they used to have these half circle tables, and the teacher would bring both tables together and would sit in the middle, pretty much locking themselves inside there in a swivel chair with no back, and they would just sit there and they would just turn and help each student one by one while we're doing schoolwork. I don't remember what I was doing. I just remember that. But they had one of those tables pushed up against the wall, and they had 4 computers sitting there. I just remember they had me doing stuff. They brought me over. They pulled me away from the stuff I was doing, which I think at the time, I remember correctly, I think I was finger painting, because I remember washing my hands before using the computer. You guys remember, I was 5 or 6, and it was either kindergarten or first grade. I don't think it was first grade. I think it was kindergarten. It's first grade, they realized I'm a fucking idiot, and the school system didn't want to do anything. They sent me to special education, which I was stuck in until 12th grade, and I graduated through it. But either way, they sat me in front of the computer. They told me, this is a computer, this is the future. And you have to remember, I was born in 1990, so this was like 95, 96, something like that. Well, it could technically be 95, because no, well, maybe, I don't know. My birthday is in June, so half the year I'm one age, the other half I'm older. I don't remember. I was held back in kindergarten, I know that, because I wouldn't listen. That's when they decided to put me on a little blue pill to help me focus. I remember that point. Because I also remember later on they said that didn't work, and they swapped me over to a white pill to help me focus on one item instead of multiple things. That's what my problem is. I can't never stay focused on one thing at a time. I'm everywhere all the time, and I'm easily distracted. So I think they put me on Ritalin first and determined that didn't work, and then put me on, I think it's Adderall? I think that's the one. I don't know, I just remember in high school I decided to fuck off and not take it anymore. And I told them I didn't want to take it anymore, and God, I remember the talks in school about it. The hours of the school counselor trying to convince me that I need to keep taking the medicine. Problem is, I fucking can't remember to take it. And I thought my life would just be slightly easier if I just didn't take it. Only years later did I find out one of the side effects is depression, and depression hunger. Might be the reason why I'm fucking 600 pounds and always depressed. I don't know, maybe. But, yeah, getting back to where my computer days. They sat me in front of it. They told me it is a computer. It's the way of the future. Blah blah blah. I remember that because I asked them, "What's the point? There are they wanted me to type out my name over and over again, so I would have. I know now it's a memory thing, so you can remember where the keys are. I told them why, because at home we had a typewriter. And yes, my mother was not happy we had a typewriter because my grandfather pulled it out of someone's trash and gave it to us. And it had enough ink at times to put like a single word, and then it would run out, and then if we wait a couple hours and go back, it would have enough ink again to write stuff. So yeah, it something was wrong with it. The ink feeder in it was not working. I remember playing with that all the time, trying to spell out words. I remember me and my brothers playing Hangman using it. But either way, they said it was the way of the future. Everyone's gonna switch over to computers, blah blah blah. They weren't lying, but an ugly truth. So they had me there. I think I typed my name 3 or 4 times, something like that. I don't remember. I typed it enough to where I was starting to get used to the keys, to the point where I'm not just jabbing one finger at a time. I was starting to put my hand down, and I could start to move my hand. But then the computer began to make the sound like if you hold down too many keys, the sticky key sound, the sound, something like that. I lifted my hand away from the keyboard. The teacher at the time came over, the computer teacher, because she was talking to the actual teacher in the classroom, because they just wheeled the stuff in. He came over and said, "Are you holding down the keys?" And noticed my hands were off the keys and was still doing that. She said, looked at the tower. I looked at what she was looking at and noticed white smoke curling out from the back of the computer. She immediately reached behind, turned it off, unplugged it, and said, "That's enough for today." And then the next day, none of the computers were in the classroom. When I asked the teacher if I broke it, I went to her office and asked her if I broke it. She said no, something went wrong with the computer. What? I never figured out, but just know the computer almost caught fire when I first used it. And it was only me. Because I remember the week later, the computers were back, and I didn't want to touch them because of that. They didn't force me to touch them, but no other student had issues. Just me. And these were Apple computers back then. If I remember correctly, they were a weird computer. Because they were a computer that had the monitor and keyboard is one. The tower would sit off to the side, alongside it, and they had just a single white mouse with 2 big buttons on the top for left and right click, and that was it. And the games the other students would play on the computer was on floppy disks. Most of you don't know what a... I bet most of you don't even know what the fuck a floppy disk is, but, you realize some of the base programs still use floppy disks because some of the, math that's needed to program the, satellites and stuff are housed on floppy disks, and they don't dare to update them because, they're afraid stuff might actually break if they update them. Oh, I forget her name. That the black lady that the computers at NASA at the time couldn't figure out the correct calculations for something, and they called her to fix the problem. I forget her name because I'm bad with names. But they called her. She did the math, and the astronaut refused to go up without her doing the calculations after that. I remember learning about it in school. I found it interesting, and years later I did some research again about NASA and stuff. That was years ago now. See, I remember stuff to a point. I can remember a lot of stuff to a point. Um, but then it's like I retain the memory of stuff. And then for the first couple years, I remember it clearly. And then years after that, I kind of remember vague point of what I remember. Then years later, it's like everything comes back to me crystal clear. I remember every damn thing, and I don't understand why that is. So annoying. I'm full of those. Check all those tractors and trucks. Because if they're now that full, I might just go ahead and the ones that are empty, fill them up. Or just, get this fucking done. Let's see. Nothing in that. Very little. Whoopsie. Very little in that. 45. But I keep hitting the wrong button because of hell divers. That is full. Alright. Where are we at? 19 minutes. Right. Can't go fast. Oh, can't make a fast turn. I don't know what to say now because I was done with my rant about computers. Um, I guess I can rant a little bit on that lawsuit against Steam, which is fucking retarded. And I don't care if you get upset about it, but suing Steam for charging the same amount as every other online retailer when it comes to online video games. Suing, calling Steam monopoly when unfortunately every other online service except for old good games suck. Actually, I think it's good old games because it's GOG. I think right now Steam is being sued by not just the UK, mind you. They're dealing with 3 different lawsuits from 3 different countries. It's the UK over pressuring developers, pressuring how the game should be cost, which is ridiculous. And holding a grip over the industry. And then they're getting sued. I want to say it's Sweden? Is it Sweden or Switzerland? I don't remember if it's Switzerland or Sweden suing them over something. And then, unfortunately, fucking Australia is also suing them. Or some law firm in Australia is suing them as well. But I forget who I was watching, either Asmongold or Demion. One of them said something about all this is Steam is making a shit ton of money because everyone else sucks, and the lawyers smell the money and they're literally just trying to take Steam's money easily by suing them, or it's the companies that can't stand Steam is backing these lawyers, so win or lose they get paid regardless, which sounds more possible because Steam recently just won a lawsuit against is it Richard Rothschild? I don't know. The idiot that owns so many patents, questionably requiring them, though. Yeah, he kept trying to sue Steam, and then Steam was like, yeah, no, Steam was like, we don't care. We'll make an agreement. We'll give you the money you want for this issue, but in an agreement, you cannot sue us again over anything. That the amount that Steam paid has not been put out right, so we don't know what Steam paid. Probably will never know. But apparently his lawyers tried to sue Steam again. But the problem is, this guy who has all these patents, literally he buys or acquires patents. And when, say, acquire, some of them are questionable how he got them. But he has so many damn patents when it comes to the internet, online gaming, games in general, how stuff works on the internet, that he can literally sit back and have teams of lawyers just scour the internet, and whenever they see something that's his, attack it. And then either the big corporations have to either take him to court to fight him, or just what they usually do, just give him a lump sum of cash and tell him to go fuck off. So that's, if I remember correctly, that is how he makes most of his fortune. They don't make them on the patents themselves, he makes them on suing people over the patents, by strong-arming them to just pay him out of court. But Steam is one of those type of people that don't play nice like that. The lawyers on Steam, the Steam lawyers are very, very particular of how they do stuff. Kind of like Nintendo lawyers, but not evil. The Nintendo lawyers are fucking gets. Oh, I remember what the other lawsuit over in the UK is about. They're suing Steam because if you buy a DLC on Steam, you can't use it at any other online retail that sells games. Which is just mind-blowing because, like I said, two of them. Steam charges developers to put games on there. For every sale a game makes on Steam, Steam takes 30%. As long as the game is above a certain amount, I think it is. So if the game is being sold for $1, I don't think Steam cares. That's like, what are they going to get, 3 pennies? But yeah, Steam makes 30% for each sale of a game on their website or on their store page, whatever you want to call Steam thing. So, but here's the catch though. Xbox, PlayStation, Epic Store, God, or God, not God, GOG, GOG, GOG. The iStore, Google Play, every place. If you put a game there and sell it, they all charge you 30% to put it on their store. So this lawyer suing Steam for charging developers too much is a complete asinine, and then suing them over, oh, you monopolized it by not allowing gamers to buy a DLC on your store and then use it over on Xbox. But that's just how the industry works. It's a different code. From Epic Game Store, Steam, Epic Game Store, Steam Game Store, Xbox Game Store, and PlayStation Game Store. Each one has a different coding network. So the DLCs are different in each one. It's only games that have that allow it to be used between different places. What's the word I'm looking for? Like for Helldivers. If I have my account on Steam, I play Helldiver through Steam, but it's technically a Sony game. It's a Sony exclusive game, or was. Out on the Xbox. You have to make an account through Steam or not Steam, but PlayStation. As long as I have a PSN account and I log in, I uh buy that and go somewhere, go to another place that sell it, log in there, and log in with my PSN information, then all my stuff is there. Ooh. My computer is not happy with that. Video setting or using faster encoding press. Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Well, that was simple. We're done. The game just crashed. I'll probably have to do all that again. Oh no, there's autosave, never mind. But, yeah. The UK's lawsuit is just retarded. The whole thing is. The only footnote they have on there is how Steam monopolizes on the developers for not. I don't know how the best way to say this. So, Steam, when a game developer comes to Steam to put a game on Steam, if they put it there and they sell it, Steam prevents them from taking their Steam keys and putting it on like GOG and selling it there for cheaper, which is that makes sense. But they don't stop the developers from selling the Steam keys cheaper, just not selling them somewhere else cheaper at another game store, online game store cheaper. Because I know for a fact you can buy Steam keys right on what's that one website where you can go to and you can look up games and it shows you all the discounts that you can find for that game and grab that discount, go to Steam, put that discount in, and you get the key for it. So, yeah. Well, I think we're done here. Alright. I have been Blue Dart Red Devil. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Help the channel grow, and I'll see you all in hell. See ya. I don't know what to do here because the game crashed and I don't feel like redoing everything or anything. I'm just gonna edit this and go to bed. Goodbye.